Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Tori. I came back today to touch on another topic. I'm outside again. This chair has like ice and a bunch of wet shit, so I'm trying to find a comfortable spot. Kind of wet, but anyway. Today we are going to touch on the topic of baby daddies. I'm not speaking on the ones who are doing what they're supposed to do, the ones that are handling their business. I'm referring to the ones who are not doing what they're supposed to do, the ones that are not handling business, the ones who are absent majority of the time or hell all of the time, and just situations like that. So if it's toxic, leave. Don't try to make it work. Don't waste your time trying to figure out why it's not working. The fact of the matter is, it's just not working. Like, it doesn't matter who, what, when, where, why, or none of that. It just is. If it ain't, it's just time to close the chapter. I know y'all probably tired of me with this lip gloss, but anyway, yeah. Don't use history as a way of sticking around. Oh, we got history. Oh, we got kids. Oh, we been through the damn World War III together. He saved my life. And like, that was in that season. We are in a different season. So, I mean, everybody's not in your life to stay. So they come to teach you a lesson and add some value to your life, or possibly the opposite, which is, a learning lesson, I guess. But anyway, don't hold on to that person, whether it be baby mama, baby daddy, doesn't matter. Don't hold on to that person because of history, because they probably wouldn't do the same for you if they see their dream person, or if Cardi B or whoever pull up right now and ask them to hop in the car. I'm pretty sure they're gone and he ain't coming home. So like, yeah, don't force stuff that's not gonna work. I mean, I know some people be like, oh well, I'm trying to save my family, I want to keep my family together, I don't want single parent household. But I think it's more detrimental if your kids got to see you miserable and fighting and getting your ass whooped, or just whatever toxicity that's going on in the home. Like, I think they'd rather just see their parents individually versus having to deal with people throwing glass and shit across the room and bopping each other upside the head. Like, it just arguments and just nasty words being exchanged. Like, that's not a good look, and most of the time it rubs off on the kids, and they end up growing up and taking it to the relationships that they decide to enter, and it turns into childhood wounds. My shit ain't right, but yeah, it turns into like childhood wounds, trauma, and then now your children got to work through that because you decided to stay with a person that was making you miserable. Fuck the fact you got kids. Fuck the fact y'all been together 5, 10, 15. Don't nobody care. If it ain't working, it ain't working. God's trying to tell you there's somebody else out there for you, and that's why he's throwing all the monkey wrenches in there, so you can wake up and pick somebody else. So the longer you stay, the longer it's going to take you to heal, the longer it's going to take you to find your replacement. So I know a lot of people, they keep running back and forth to their baby mamas and daddies. It's like, to be honest, I don't really trust too many men nowadays, because they claim they don't want their baby mama, they claim it's over, they claim what they claim, but a lot of times one or both parties still are harboring old feelings. So if the baby mama walks by in some short shorts, he looking, he's thinking about the last time he hit it. Even if he ain't been cheating on you, he's thinking about, the last time they were intimate, you know, in the old relationship. So yeah, like there's always temptation there every time, you know, they I guess co-parent and like switch out with the kids. You know, there's always that threat of, you know, what if he's not really seeing the kids? What if he's up in there doing something he got no business doing? So that, you know, most guys I know, they still got some type of, they harboring some type of feelings for their baby mama. So like it's a sticky situation. I don't want to say just find somebody with no kids, but like, I don't know, maybe try to get one where their kids are grown. That way you don't run the risk of all of that, because I mean, there might be some men that get in the comments and start talking that ish, but like a lot of them, like when they, like the relationships that they're in, they typically end up, like whenever that goes south and then they're back single again, instead of like being by themselves or, you know, looking for someone new, a lot of times they decide to go back to their baby mama, baby daddy, because it's safe, it's, you know, familiar, you know, body count issues, like things like that. So it's becoming too much of a, like a thing. Like I don't want everybody to think just because, you know, my old relationship didn't work out, I need to run back to, you know, square one. Like we ain't going backwards, we're going forward in 2025. Now, like if they did some shady stuff, there's a pretty good chance, especially if it's only been a few months, there's a pretty good chance they're not really that sorry. They haven't really felt the, you know, the impact of what they've done. Like they're being petty probably, like I don't know, but just don't, we living stress free, like I said in the other video. Don't drag no old stuff to the new stuff and end up missing your blessing because you decided to run back to a situation that obviously wasn't working the first time, so it's probably not going to work the second time or the third time or the fourth time, depending on your situation. Like, you know, maybe one day I'll start answering comments, you know, and start doing videos based off of what you guys want to see, or, you know, just answering Q&As, things like that. Because I don't want to sit here and say, you know, don't give nobody a second chance, because that's cap. But depending on what they did, if they slept with your sister or something like that, like that's a no-no. If they, you know what I'm saying, ran off on you and you was 9 months pregnant, that's a no-no. You know, just stuff like that that's outlandish. Like if they, you know, just, you know, the stuff that's like over the top, you know, that kind of shows, you know, their character overall. Even though they might be sorry, they might not do it again, it's just the fact that they did it, and it's just, you know, it's in them. You know they're capable of doing it, whether they like doing it or whatever. It's just, it's a part of their personality, and you have to think, do you really want to, you know, take a chance with this? Like, if this is affecting one area of, you know, the relationship, how, you know, would this tie over into something else? Like, are you hiding something? Like, I don't know, it just turns into a trust issue. So for this year, let's try to date new people. Let's not go backwards to, you know, things that obviously need to go. Like I said, one of these days, maybe I need to do a live and talk to you guys and see exactly what you guys are going through, because it's different strokes for different folks, you know. So, you know, a person that's been married 20 years and then they realize there's infidelity, you would treat that situation different than, you know, a girlfriend, boyfriend, and you would treat that different than, you know, a sneaky link or, you know, those types of setup situations. So I don't want to, you know, start handing out the wrong advice to the wrong crowd. But anyway, let's get out of this baby mama, baby daddy, spin the block, circle back, culture, because it's just making you look desperate. I mean, it is what it is. Even though they probably the one that came back, they're probably the one that messed up. The fact that you're taking them back, it just kind of makes you look a little weak and like, I don't know, like you tolerate nonsense, like you don't have a backbone. It's giving good girl vibes, and that ain't really what we trying to do. Like, I mean, you can be good, but we ain't being dumb. There's a difference between good and dumb. But anyway, like, I know y'all tired of going back to your baby dad, and then you go through his phone and realize he's messing with 10 other chicks, and you're thinking that you two are bonding and getting things back on track and working it out, about to be a family again once you do step A, B, and C, and, in your head you think because y'all had sex last night that now y'all back together, but he never said none of that. He might have been whispering some stuff in your ear, but it doesn't count when you're inebriated or butt naked. So yeah, but like, I don't know how many times you want to go back to that, because you keep leaving. There's a reason why you're leaving, and so if the problem hasn't been fixed, there's no point in returning. Even if they claim it's been fixed, get some proof first. Let them prove themselves for a couple of months, see if it's consistent. Not you change for a day or two or a week, and then I let my guard down, and then I turn my back, and then, you slipping again. Like, that ain't what we doing. So that's wasting more time that we don't need. Just take things for face value and start your healing journey. That's really what these videos about, healing. Like, recognizing the situation, assess the situation, and decide whether it's a good idea to see what you can do to make it work or not. But don't use the kids as a crutch. Don't use the kids as a excuse to stay in a toxic zone that's not good for you, them, or anybody really. That's just giving him the thumbs up to keep treating you the way he's treating you, because you're not leaving. When you leave, that's when they get scared, and then they act right for a limited amount of time. Like I said, there are some people who get it together, but typically it takes time to make changes. Like, most people can't change overnight. They have to sit and think about what they've done, how they want to be better, if they want to be better. Like, do they even feel sorry for what they did? Like, you have to give people time to process, what's going on. So if they cheated on you yesterday, they're not ready to restart the relationship tomorrow. Like, let them get some clarity and things like that, and make sure, they're not still in communications and DMs with the other person, and, just take the time to make sure that, those other situations are dead before you, decide to restart again. But we ain't doing no 4, 5, 6 restarts. Like, you had your first time, you might F up. Your second time, really after that first one, like, that's kind of it. Well, it depends on what you did. Like, it's 0, but, like, depending on how old you were at the time, and, certain factors you start adding in, the pros and cons of leaving. Like, do you have the money to leave, or are y'all even staying together at all? Things like that. So nobody's changing overnight. Like, if somebody told you, like, let's go on a diet, you'd be like, okay. And then tomorrow, like, somebody wave a Snicker bar in your face. Like, do you have the discipline, like, that fast? Like, are you that determined? You might do okay the first day or 2 or 3, but then, you ride down the street and Krispy Kreme got their light on. Is you about to cross 4 lanes of traffic, or you gonna keep straight and go get you a smoothie from, the smoothie bar? Like, so these are questions that you have to answer. But You know, people need time to change, and I'm not talking about forever either. We're not gonna sit here and, you know, be like, oh, well, it's only been a year. Girl, motherfucking bye. We ain't doing none of that. You messed up. You got 90 working days. Well, shit, actually 60 working days to show me something different. And we're not going to wait till the day 59 or, you know, the last, you know, minute to try to show me some half-ass effort. Like, that ain't how that works. So you better get on it right away. You better be, you know, kissing the ground that I walk on until, you know, I feel that you are trustworthy again. So, and if you're not okay with that, then that means your pride and ego, you know, need to be in check. So if that's the case, like, until you get that under control, like, you're not sorry. Like, if you rather, you know, worry about how people are looking at you versus, you know, staying with and, you know, apologizing to the person you care about, then, I mean, maybe this ain't real love. Maybe this some bullshit. But anyway, I just came over here to talk to y'all real quick. It's cold as hell out here. It's still snowing and shit. And they claim another storm is supposed to come through in a few days. I'll be glad when the weather's not so cold. I can sit out here and, you know, not be so frostbitten, because I'm kind of, you know, like, you know, this jacket is actually too small. This sweater thick as hell, but, you know, I tried to put this over it, but it's like extra tight. But anyway, the bottom line is, let's try not to get stuck in the baby mama, baby daddy cycle. Like, you've already tried it, you've done it, you've seen it. If it's worth it, you can give it one more try, but we're not talking about 4, 5, 6 tries. Like, how many more disappointments do you need to see at this point? So anyway, I'll catch y'all tomorrow on a different topic. I might try to tape inside tomorrow where it's warm while my kids are at school, but if I'm busy and I got stuff to do, then I'll probably do another parking lot vehicle video. So yeah, but I will catch you guys later.